bounce without hitting the walls.
You get that thunder sound.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody's feet dry? Yeah, okay. That's a question that I asked to make sure the boat's not taking on water. In case you were wondering. People just look at me like, yeah, my feet's not sweating. Alright, these two sticks up here on the ceiling, you guys see them? Alright, those were deposited up there last time this cave flooded all the way to the ceiling. I think it was about 2 summers ago. But that shows you how high the water level in here can get. Yeah, fairly high. Now, in order for this cave to fully flood, the White River has to flood to a certain point. From that point, water will start backing into this cave, causing it to flood. It's about a 9-hour process, which gives us enough time to get people out of the cave and do what we need to do with the boats and things like that. Now, the water in here is all spring fed from about 50 underground springs. And I think I did tell you guys how it empties into the White River. Yeah. And we're getting ready to come into a little shallow part. It's kind of a good spot to see some crayfish. Now that right there, that's a surface crayfish. You see how big he is?
Right there.
You guys see him? Okay, he was huge compared to the crayfish that should be in here. And again, that's because he's a surface crayfish. He doesn't belong down here. That's why he had a brownish tint to him. He does have eyes. He's kind of lost right now. He doesn't know where he is. Now, when I get back up to the gift shop, I'll have to tell my manager that he's down here, and then probably after work we'll come down here, find him, and get him out. Because he'll eat all the fish and the other crayfish down here. Yeah. And we don't want that. But he was pretty big. It's one of the bigger surface crayfish I've seen. And we are coming up to the end of the 5/8 of the mile we're going to see today. So I'm going to turn around right here and then we'll head back. But this little hole right here, this is a passageway to the rest of the 20 miles of the cave. Yeah, now you see why we can't go any further in this boat. You guys feel that breeze? Alright, that breeze is what I call caver's instinct. If you guys are ever lost in a cave and you feel that breeze, you want to follow it, it'll take you to an exit to the cave. Now, hopefully when you get to that exit, it's big enough for you to crawl out of. In this case, it wouldn't be. It is a small sinkhole entrance, but there's too many rocks that have collapsed there, and it's not big enough to crawl out of. Now, if you guys notice that canoe at the entrance to the cave?
Yeah.
It was a small canoe. What we do, about once every 2 weeks here, as employees, we'll try to take a trip back to the other parts of the cave there.
So you've been back there?
Yeah, I've been back there a couple times. What we do is we get in that canoe, get about 4 guides, and we'll paddle back to that part right there, and then 2 guides will lay down on the boat, and then 2 guides will lay down on top of them, and then we have to use our hands to push off the ceiling right there for about 30 feet, and it has that low ceiling, so it's kind of scary. But once you get through there, you'll sit back up, and then it opens up into a cavern similar to this one right here. You have about 4 miles of river cave left before the cave becomes completely dry. Now, like I said, beyond that point, there's about 20 miles of the cave. So there's a lot of cool stuff to see back there. The times that I went, it was about a 2.5 hour trip. If you want to see the whole cave, go back to the first part of the room. It takes about 12 hours. So it's a long trip. I'm hoping to do it before the end of the summer.
Does the wood come in here because of when it floods?
Yeah, the wood's all washed in from either sinkhole entrance or the White River. I meant to look at that surface crayfish again. You see him? Yeah, he's big.
So you just need a net and you can take care of it on your way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't really want to have him on the boat with you guys on here.
Yeah, put them in a little.
He might eat you. is spring fed, that is drinkable. You can drink it. I wouldn't recommend drinking it. It does have a natural laxative in it because of the minerals in the water. Plus the water is slightly acidic. So apart from short-term effects of natural laxative, if you drink this water for long periods of time, you can get kidney stones from the minerals in the water. Yeah. If you look at Bedford, Indiana, since it's the limestone capital of the world, sitting on a line of limestone, a lot of the minerals get in our water. The people around here have a higher chance of getting kidney stones. So drink a lot of tap water. So. Alright, and if you guys will sit straight up in your seats here, we're going back to the passageway. I don't want you to hit your heads. Again, wash your hands, because I will be hitting the walls. Alright, here just a little bit. There we go. Not too bad. Yeah.
That place up there where you're showing a good golf that way, is that where it's like 27 feet deep?
We just went past it. Yeah, definitely. And then the floor of the river itself is about 3 feet of loose sediment, loose rocks, sand, mud, things like that. So even if the water is about a foot deep, and you step in that sediment, you're going to go down about 2 or 3 feet. Plus that, yeah. So in a foot of water, you could sink down in about 4 feet. You may not, you might, just depending on how you step on it. And like I said up there, the mud's kind of like quicksand near the water. But back towards the walls, where it's not a lot of water being absorbed in the mud, it's like ice. And when we go back on our tours or trips to the rest of the cave, we have to walk on that ice and we're constantly falling down. It's fun. Yeah, not too bad. Actually get cold. That's why I wear this big jacket. I mean, some days I can be down here for 5 or 6 hours all together. I mean, if it's really busy, I'll take a tour. Tours last about an hour. As soon as I get back up to the cavern, I'll have about 5 minutes and then I'll have to go back down.
That's all.
Sometimes. I mean, today it's been pretty slow. I've had about 30 minutes to an hour, which I enjoy better. Because if I'm constantly doing tours, then I tend to get a little bit like moody and my tours aren't as good. But I mean, today I'm fine. Other than my throat, I just kind of about had it with talking. Been drinking coffee. It kind of heats up your throat and makes you talk a little better. I didn't start drinking coffee until I started working here. Now I love it. I used to hate it. There's my flashlight and the water in there.
Oh.
I dropped it about a week ago. I didn't get a chance to tell you guys about this room behind me when we were coming through, so I'll go ahead and tell you. Now, as I was talking about the cave breakdown, that's what happened with rock Gibraltar, how the acid gets in the cracks. That's what happened here. This is all natural. Again, the water gives these cracks right here, and the water is slightly acidic, slowly eats away at the rocks, and causes the rocks to fall from the ceiling there, and that's how you get those flat ceilings.
Have they ever moved out any rocks?
They don't take rocks out, because if you start taking rocks out of the cave, it kind of becomes a mine. and so we just keep it all natural down here. They have sanded a few of the stalactites like up so we can fit boats through. I think they've chipped off a couple rocks to fit boats through, but again, they keep that to a minimum to preserve the cave best we can. What was your question?
No, when you look out that way, it's really deep.
Yeah.
It's just the way you can look at the light there.
Just a reflection from the rocks.
Yeah.
Yep. The trick will kind of play out tricks on your eyes. And, you know, that's in the water. A lot of times on the ceiling, it'll look like there's, you know, holes and things.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you shine the light on them, they disappear.
Well, I could back out like there was another entrance that was just up against the wall. Yeah, the reflection of like it's just massive good out here.
Yeah, it's,
The difference the lighting.
yeah. I mean, if you got stuck in a cave, it'd probably make you go mad at some of the things you'd see. And you found a way out, and then you get there.
That tour guide down at the Mammoth Cave said that they did have one tourist that did spend the night there in the cave. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What
I got lost a couple weeks ago in the cave for about 2 hours. Me and another tour guide was not working today. Yeah, we went to a cave in Bedford and we were supposed to walk through the cave. It'd take about an hour. We ended up being there for 3 hours because we got lost. Yeah. But we didn't really, I mean, we were lost just meaning we couldn't find the exit. We weren't really like stuck in a cave. We just couldn't find the exit. We ended up coming the way we came out. The way we came in. But it was pretty nerve-wracking. It got our adrenaline pumping. I'm ready to go back there, try to find the way through. 'Cause, the way you go in is from like a water drain, and then the way you came out would be like near a waterfall. And it's pretty cool. I was hoping to see it. And then, looking to get a wet.
This is really
Yep, I'm looking to get a wetsuit in the next couple weeks, so I can go back further in the cave than 2.5 hours. Because any further than that, you're gonna have to have a wetsuit because it's gonna get really cold. And you're gonna fall in the water and probably have to swim in a few places. But, yeah, there's about 4 tour guides that are going Saturday or Sunday. I can't go with them because I don't have a wetsuit yet, which I hate because I want to go so bad. This is what we call the backbone of the cave. I like to call it the whale's belly. It sounds like we're in the belly of a whale. You see the ceiling thing? There's a bat right there. Looks like he's away. I like bats too.
over at Mammoth, we had a door, I think, for feet, shoes, because of killing the bats.
Oh yeah, it's called white nose syndrome.
Yeah.
And I think it's being transferred through the soles of your shoe. They're not for sure yet. Yeah, any stay-at-home cave right now is shutting down. We're privately owned, plus we don't have a large population of bats, which I know we just saw a bunch. But like I said, that's rare, especially in this part of the cave. Now you do see a few more in the dry parts of the cave, but even then it's not a large population. We get them more in the winter time, they'll come in and hibernate. But they stay out of the river cave. They know if it floods, they can drown. Same for Spring Mill, which is down the road. They have a lot of caves, most of them are walking, and most of them don't even have tours. But they've closed down all their walking tours and walking caves. But they do have one small river cave they're still giving tours on, but it's only like a 15-minute trip. Alright, we're gonna pass another boat up here at some point.
Do you have two boats going?
Usually, today's slow. And from this point, the stalactite downstream looks like a moose head.
A moose?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see it? I like the sugar plate.
A moose head. A moose.
So this little crowd now, we have all four boats going.
Yeah. Yeah, you start passing boats in awful places. Getting a little, getting a little bit dirty.
Another pet right there. Oh, that's cute.
He's probably just seeing if you look tasty.
If you don't bother, I still won't right. Now I see it. And, oh, they're cute. They're cute. Those beds are cute.